Would you like to learn a little bit more about the terms and jargon used in the crypto space? If so, then stick around, because in this video I'm going to go through all the basic terms and phrases used in the crypto space. So for this video we're going to go and look for a spot outside on the lawn. Yes. Hi, my name is Alan. Welcome to this video. On this channel I like to discuss cryptocurrencies and try to make everything as simple to understand as possible. I also like to share my opinion on investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So if you enjoy these kinds of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. But let's get right into the video. I'm going to divide the terms into two different categories. The first category is all the terms that have existed for a very long time, that have always been used in trading forex or stock or on the stock market. And then the second category will be terms that have been sort of invented, new terms that are specific to the crypto space. So let's start off with the terms that have been around for a long time, the stock markets and the forex trading markets. The first one is bulls and bears. So often you'll hear people say that the market is bearish or that we're in a bear market. This means that the market is generally on a downtrend, so prices are generally decreasing, whereas bullish would mean the opposite. So if we're in a bullish market, or if you hear someone say there's a bull run, or the market is bullish, that's the opposite. That means that the market is currently in an uptrend. The prices are generally going up. Exchange, we've spoken about exchanges in previous videos. An exchange is basically a platform or a company where you can buy and sell either your stocks or your forex or your cryptocurrency. So that would be like Luno, where you can take your rands and exchange them for bitcoins. Or if you want to buy other cryptocurrencies, you would go to Binance, which is another exchange, and exchange your bitcoin for all kinds of other altcoins. A portfolio is an investor's collection of assets that they've bought. So my portfolio consists out of Bitcoin and a couple other altcoins that I've purchased over the last couple of months. Rally. This term is used when the price level of the market or one asset is rapidly increasing. So one could say if the Ethereum price is currently raising quite fast, so one can say Ethereum is rallying. The term spread is used to define the price difference, or the amount that separates the highest price someone is willing to pay for an asset and the lowest price that someone is willing to sell. Volatility refers to the degree of price movement in a market. So if the market has a high degree of volatility, this means that the price is changing regularly or unpredictably. So Bitcoin is actually quite stable compared to some other cryptocurrencies, but the cryptocurrency market is known to be very volatile. So the price has got a lot of movement and very unpredictable movement at times. Volume, this is the amount that a certain asset is bought and sold within a certain given time. So it's usually measured in amount sold in 24 hours. Sold and bought in 24 hours. ROI is short for return on investment. So this refers to the percentage of money made back in relation to the money that you originally invested. So if you've reached an ROI of 100%, that means you've essentially doubled your money. A limit order is when you set a trade on an exchange for a certain price. If I set an order on an exchange to buy some Bitcoin when the price reaches $20,000, it'll happen when the price eventually gets there. It'll happen automatically. It could be tomorrow. It could be a year from now. That order stays open until that asset reaches that price, and then the order executes. This is also a very handy trick to get to sometimes use it to get a good deal on crypto. Going long or going short, this means either buying into a certain asset or selling out of a certain asset. So if I say I'm going to go long on Ethos, it means I'm going to buy some Ethos. Or if I say I'm going to go short on Ethos, or perhaps say I'm shorting Ethos, it means I'm going to sell my Ethos. So the term ATH is short for all-time high. This just means that a certain asset or coin has reached its all-time high level, a price level. So like when Bitcoin reached almost $20,000 in December of 2017, that was Bitcoin's ATH. Unfortunately, yesterday my battery died halfway through filming, so I have to refilm this half of the video today. Okay, so let's go through the terms that are crypto specific now. So the first one is fiat. It's not really a crypto specific term, but it's very often used in the crypto community because it's used to differentiate between the newer digital currencies and the more traditional rands and dollars that are issued by governments and the country's banks. It also specifically means that it's a currency that's not backed by a physical commodity like gold, like US dollars used to be in days gone by. So a whale is a person that owns an absurd amount of cryptocurrency. So the term ICO is short for initial coin offering. It's when a new startup gives you their coins in exchange for your Ethereum, which with the hope of very high returns. It's kind of like crowdfunding using the Ethereum platform. These are super common nowadays, and a lot of these are total scams, where startups are put together and there's websites created and everything to make everything look legit. But the whole idea is to actually steal your money, so one has to be very careful regarding ICOs. I suggest if you're even thinking about putting your money into an ICO, no matter how legit it looks, do a lot of research and make sure you know what you're doing before you consider it. FOMO is a term that means the fear of missing out. So often when people see the price of a certain coin mooning, which is another term we'll get to later, going up really quickly and really by large amounts, people buy into a position into that coin because they're scared they're going to lose out on profits. And unfortunately it's a really bad thing normally, because by the time you realize that the price is skyrocketing, if you buy at that point, very soon after that the price will plummet again, or it'll correct, as they say, and then you're going to lose a lot of your money. So one has to generally try and avoid experiencing FOMO. Okay, the term FUD is short for fear, uncertainty and doubt. It's usually referring to negative rumors spread by people about a coin with the intention to get the price to drop. So this can often be seen coming from some of the older generation financial experts which are against cryptocurrencies. Pump and dump is a cycle in the price of a currency which is artificially created by a group of people which intentionally increase the price of that coin, and then as soon as the price reaches a certain point, they all sell out of their positions, the inner circle of that group, and they all make huge profits, but then all the other people who are not really included in that group lose all their money. So it's a very unethical way of making money. And unfortunately, because crypto is not quite regulated to the point where other markets are, these people are getting away with this, and it's quite a common thing, so one has to be very careful for that too. Hodl is quite a funny one actually. It comes from a guy that once made a typing error on a Bitcoin forum. He was actually trying to type hold, but he swapped the L and a D around and it read hodl. And since that day, that term kind of stuck. So what it means to hold is to hold your position in the currency that you bought, even if the price goes really low, to just hold onto that position. So yeah, if in the crypto space, if anyone tries to say you need to hold your position, they're going to say hodl. Mooning basically means if a certain coin's price skyrockets to really high levels. So mining is the process of solving the various blocks through computing power. This process rewards the miners by paying them out in that currency, the currency that they're mining. These miners collectively are the network for that currency and is the basis of the decentralized distributed ledger system. A mining rig is a purpose-built computer or collection of computers whose sole purpose is to mine a certain coin. Difficulty is a mining term which refers to the processing power required to mine a certain coin. So the more miners there are, the more computing power there is on a certain currency's network, the higher the difficulty gets. So the more people mining Bitcoin, for example, the more difficult it becomes to mine Bitcoin. A software wallet is basically an app on your smartphone or your desktop computer which stores your cryptocurrency. It's similar to your physical wallet which stores your notes and your coins or fiat money. A hardware wallet is a small little digital device, looks like a USB flash drive with a little LCD screen on it, usually, which is a device that keeps your private keys safe, and it also stores your crypto. Hardware wallets are considered to be a much more secure and safe option than a software wallet. A public key is a string of numbers and letters, which is the address to your wallet, your software wallet or your hardware wallet. And that's basically like your bank account number, so you can give that address to someone else and they can use it to deposit cryptocurrency into your wallet. A private key is it's a collection of words which form kind of a code or a password, which is your keys to your wallet, to your cryptocurrency wallet. So if you lose your wallet or if you lose your phone, then you can use that code to get back into your wallet, to recover your wallet. And this is why it's called a private key, because if anyone gets hold of this key, they can get access to your funds. So it's kind of like your internet banking's username and password. You need to keep it really safe and protect it from anyone else's eyes. Okay, I think that's it for the terms for now. There's hundreds more terms in the full cryptocurrency glossary, but I think if you know these basic ones, you'll be able to get by in the crypto space, and you'll also understand when people are talking about cryptocurrency. I've left some links in the description to the exchanges that I use, Luno, which I use to exchange my rands into Bitcoin, and also Binance, which is the exchange I use to exchange my Bitcoin into other altcoins if I want to buy altcoins. Soon I'll be making a video on exactly the process of buying altcoins using Binance, so just keep a lookout for that video if you're interested in that. If there's any terms that you know that I might not have mentioned, which you think are essential terms to know, please leave them in the comments so that we can all learn together. And that's it for this video. If you learned something or if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Hi Pete, are you ready? Are you gonna help Daddy make this video? Piper, what do you say about Bitcoin? What's your opinion?